Oh, I mean, it's staggering when you drive in from Sunset. So we approach from the 405. We approach going westbound along Sunset. And as you drive, there's obviously no service. There's no lights anywhere. So it's hard to see, but you can just see the shells of home after home after home, building after building. We're kind of near the Palisades Village right now, and I want to show you this church. This is the Community United Methodist Church of Pacific Palisades. Look at this destruction. I mean, hardly anything left standing. These beams have been smoldering what looks like for hours. No firefighters have been here putting any water on it. I mean, the good news about this particular structure is that it's got these rock walls on either side of it. That's obviously the only thing that is going to be left standing at the end. And you can see this this tower in the background. I'm not sure what this was or what this is, but that is still standing a tiny bit. But this is the scene that we are seeing over and over and over again as you drive throughout different neighborhoods in the Pacific Palisades. It is like something out of a movie. I mean, it's staggering the amount of devastation that this community has seen. Again, we're right down the street. We're on Via de la Paz, so we're very close to the Pacific Palisades, the village. When you drive along there, the facades of so many of those businesses, everything is just gone. And again, it's a really eerie thing at night because there are no lights. The only light that you can see are glows from places like this. So you can see the fire glows from homes that are actively burning, and that's it. There are no lights. There's no electricity. There's no cell service. The only reason that you're able to see us right now is because of a Starlink connection that we just got today. That's the only reason we're able to hear and communicate with you guys right now, because there's absolutely no cell service at all in this whole area. It's also a ghost town, which is a good thing. There's no people. You can't drive onto Sunset Boulevard. You can't get this far. So there's nobody walking around. There's nobody driving, which just creates, again, this really eerie, apocalyptic kind of vibe as you're driving around. I mean, scenes like this, there's just nothing left here. I mean, you look at these what appear to be wooden beams that are just collapsing on themselves. Everything that was inside this church is gone. I mean, it really does look like the only things that will be left standing are these rock walls, parts of these rock foundations. You can see over here as well, parts of the outlines of some more of these rock structures. So those will be the only things left standing. But the crazy thing is, on Via de la Paz, all the structures around this are still standing. So you see situations like this where entire neighborhoods are completely flattened. There's not a single home on some streets. And then areas like this where you've got one thing burning, but everything around it is still intact. So it's going to be interesting to really take count of the destruction and of how many structures have burned and how they burned, because when you're looking at it, it seems like a lot of these are just ember driven, like an ember dropped on these buildings or on one of these buildings, because that's the only thing that's on fire. Everything else is left standing.